TBIC, the best in sports entertainment here live empowerment. You would say TNS Media Group is the team and the family. So Myles Garrett, as we all know, Myles Garrett is looking to be traded from the Cleveland Browns. He gave a statement stating that he said, hey, the trade request is because of my desire to win and compete on the biggest stages. He's getting older. I believe he's over 30 years old. He's looking for opportunity to play. Now, there's been, some news of him possibly going out to join the Detroit Lions. We don't really know, but players are reaching out to get this specimen of a man, this talent on their roster, because ultimately this can propel your defense to go from number 10 to number 1 or number 20 to number 1 by adding such a player such as Myles Garrett, his abilities to stop the run, to play pass coverage, so forth and so on. He has 6 Pro Bowl seasons, and he also was the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year. So for me, what do you see Myles Garrett ending up in regards to after his trade request? What's your thoughts?
Well, where do I see him ending up? That right there, I don't know, but I know he's not trying to be in a team that he just came from.
Mm-hmm.
Like with a team that he just came from, a lack of, whatever he may think it is, that's why he's requesting the trade. So he's not trying to go to one of them. He's trying to go to a contender.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for him to make it work, to make him work the way he worked, he has to go to a team that's, put together with some pieces.
Yeah.
Because if he goes to a team that's of the same standings as the Browns, he's going to be in the same position, if not worse.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to go to a contender. If he stays if he goes to the NFC, I say somebody like Atlanta can use him, Detroit, Eagles, but these are teams that are right there at the brink that can get there, that has good defenses. And with him there, it'd be a total annihilation. Can you imagine him with the Philadelphia Eagles? That front four? That'd be absolutely unfair, like they're cheating. Even other teams, for Detroit, Minnesota, he does not want to go play for a team that's trying to dig themselves up off the ground. And then, we got 2 more years to get this right. We're going to do this. No, that's not, no.
Yeah.
That's not what he's trying to do.
He's been dominant in his role. He's been very dominant. He's been, like I said, he's been probably one of the best defensive players in the whole entire football league. And if you look at
he is 30 now, 29.
He's a little older now. But the thing about it is this, though. If you look at Myles Garrett, and you look at the owner said, hey, we're not trading him. We're not going to let him go. We're not letting him get up out of here. Basically, what he's saying.
The owner saying that he's not trading.
Yeah, he said. So basically, he says there have been a lot of people checking this, thinking that we're going to trade Myles, but we're trying to get a contract extension done with him. And then it also was reported that if for any team trying to acquire him, they will be asking for 2 first-round picks.
2?
Yeah.
One this year and one the next year after that?
Possibly, at some point.
Yeah, but he's not young no more, no. I don't think you can get, can you get a 1 and a 3rd the same year? Yes. 2 first-round draft picks? This man is 30. And I'm not taking Myles Garrett, I'm not taking nothing off of you. But you 30-year-old player, how many more years do you really got left in this National Football League? 2 first-round draft picks? 2? I'm saying now, if you got a team that's already there, like the Philadelphia Eagles, and you decide to do that, would that be bad? I wouldn't want them to do that. But what they got right now, and you add that, then I say go for it. But if you're a team that you need some pieces and you think, yeah, that 2 first rounds ain't sounding sweet at all, especially with a 30-year-old player. Not to say that he dropped production, but this is where it starts.
But you get him on your roster next season, the season after. Maybe you don't see him slow down probably till about 35, 36 years old. So you gotta.
But 2 first rounds, this is what we talk about. All right.
Yeah.
So 5 years is worth 2 first rounds.
Now you mean tell me you think you can get 2 players in the next 2 years and the first round is better than him over the next 2 years? I'm talking about you got him for 2 years, you got 2 first round picks.
Then you got to factor in so much stuff, injury.
That's what any player.
2 first rounds.
I'm saying give
Myles Garrett.
Give or take, you get 2 players. You get 2 players. You think you could draft 2 players in the next 2 years with his physical attributes and his abilities on the football field?
See, when you're thinking about, let me ask you a question. And this is not off topic. We're still talking about Myles Garrett here, because we're talking about trades. in first-round picks, and you said that you think I'm thinking that you're thinking that he may be worth the 2 first-round draft picks.
For sure,
right?
yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this now. Then this makes my question more meatier, not on duty. If Saquon Barkley was traded, do you think he would be worth 2 first-round draft picks? Because he's 29 too.
Right now?
Yes, I'm talking about before this season even happened with the Eagles. I'm talking about instead of him being let go and we're signing him to a contract.
For the Eagles?
For anybody.
Getting Saquon.
2 first-round draft picks.
I can't say we drafted. I mean, I can't say. Now, Eagles did draft 2, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean.
Right.
Now, we drafted them. Now, are either one of them better than Saquon Barkley?
But they play 2 different positions.
That's what I'm saying. So we talking about draft picks. You never know where you're going to pick at. You're going to pick offensive or defensive players. What I'm saying is, do you think that any of those 2 players is better than Saquon? So when you look at Myles Garrett and you bring him on, do you think you get any player in the draft that's better than him in the next 2 years?
You can't. You don't know, Fee.
So it's a win.
You don't know.
We need to win now. Season to season, win now. We need to win now. So you
See,
make
a
the
person
decision.
will win now and just be depleted the next year after that.
No, you win now. No, the Eagles are in position to be competitive for the next 5 seasons. You add him, you definitely going to be what? You add him, like you said, on that line with Carter in the moment. Come on. And that secondary, Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, you think you're not going to make that call and get to get him for two first-round draft picks?
Blankenship and Gardner back there too.
What? I mean,
Ringo
King Bond and them.
playing
If we can keep King Bond and them around, you crazy, man. If you don't consider bringing him in for 2 first-round draft picks. Because what I'm saying is, the chances of you getting that caliber of player.
Now the Eagles, because not to cut you off, Topi, the Eagles probably could do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But when you got a team like Washington that want to bring him in, I don't think they have the luxury to give up because they need things still. They seem like they found the quarterback. But if they jump out there and say they get that boy for 2 round draft picks, 2 first-round draft picks, that means this year and next year. So 2 years, they out. You don't got to worry about none of that. You getting a first round.
You got him.
But I say it's fit for a team like the Eagles because they got everything in place. Exactly. They got the wide receivers, they got the tight end, they got the running back, they got the offensive line, they got the defensive line, they got the safeties, they got the corners, they got the special teams, they got the punter. They have everything.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why. And for
him,
so
you can go 2 years.
And for him, and for Myles Garrett, that's a marriage for him. That's a perfect situation, perfect marriage for him. To come to a team, all he has to do is come in and fit it in his role. You know what I'm saying? That's all you
don't do. Think this kind of like if the Eagles were to do that, a dream team? Remember that happened and that was bad.
Yeah, it was.
When you try to pit too many good players,
but it's
sometimes
too many.
That could be detrimental to you too.
The difference is a lot of
the Eagles imploded. They had everybody.
Yeah, but these are players coming in trying to make it fit. The Eagles already meshed already to win a Super Bowl. A lot of ingrown talent. We didn't start pulling people from here, him over here. A lot of them guys was drafted by the Eagles.
It was. And that's very, you see, very seldom.
So now they have grown together. You're not just bringing somebody from the Panthers, the Raiders, here and trying to make it work. That's not really how it works. You have talent that's grown and played and been in the trenches together. And now you add someone that you're just plugging into to help what you already have. It's going to cost you 2 first-round picks, but for me, it's a match or a marriage made in heaven for the Eagles and Myles Garrett if they were able to pull it off. For any team that's contending for a championship, just plug and play. So, anything else you want to add in regards to it?
He's going to get traded. Well, you say I think he wants to be traded. I don't think he wants no money from them. I don't think me personally. He requested a trade. It ain't about no money for him.
Yeah.
It's about the environment he's in. He feels as though that's not an environment that he should be no longer a part of. So it's not about the money. So regardless of what the GM say, we're looking to get him a deal. Okay, cool. But if he's still disgruntled, you can offer that man $100 million. But if he's disgruntled, So I think that he will be moving on, and they will get nice compensation for him.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in regards to that, man. But I think the team like the Eagles, Kansas City, You know,
I don't think Kansas City can afford to give
Washington.
up two. You got to be careful when you
Well,
trade
Kansas
with these. I don't think they have 2 years to give up first-round draft picks.
I don't want to go.
They have their quarterback. They tight end talking about retiring, so they're going to need a tight end. They have no running back at all. Okay, they got these little fast, little wide receivers out here, Worley and them. Okay, they might pan out, they might not pan out. Worley looking good right now in his rookie year. Yes, he is. Jones is getting old on that defensive line.
So you bring somebody like Garrett in there to help, because don't forget, they did make it to the Super Bowl.
They did make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
They did, but what I'm talking about is
You got Buffalo with all that cap space up there.
the hell with cap space. They want a trade.
You know what I'm saying? You had the cap space you have the draft capital to get him, then you have the cap space to sign him.
Yes. But them.
Yeah, so
Should Buffalo be giving up 2 draft picks?
I don't know. Buffalo, they
I don't think they're a team that should be giving up
They
2.
got a lot. They got a lot of money.
One thing with this right here that we're talking about, this Myles Garrett going to another team, and he has to go to a team to where, though, like I would say, a Philadelphia. I would say
Buffalo right there. They made the AFC Championship game. They're right there. They got the
But I don't think Buffalo can spare 2 years of a first-round draft pick. This is what I'm saying to you, Tofi. There's very few teams that can
They
spare
were right there.
2 years of a, like, I think Baltimore can withstand it.
What I'm saying is these are teams that are right there.
Philadelphia. I don't think the Bills can
Buffalo.
withstand 2 years of them losing out on the first. I don't think they're that good now that they can forego 2 first-round draft picks.
They
2
just
years in a row.
lost a close game in the AFC Championship. A close game. The defense couldn't get a stop. Now remember, they couldn't get a stop. So we'll see what happens. But for me, it makes sense for any team that's right there, a step away. But you heard it here first. It's TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
If you're looking for a career in home care, call Medicare LLC. We have the top pay, PTO, holiday pay, medical, dental, 401k. Call now. That's 215-644-8341.